the pre-match ceremony. Sit back and enjoy.
The Australian Football League, Coca-Cola, and your 7 Network, Australia's Olympic network, proudly presents the year 2000 Grand Final, the culmination of what has been a wonderful season of football. Today, it's Essendon and Melbourne in their quest for the game's greatest prize and their place in football folklore. To welcome the world to the MCG, our First Lady of Song. Ladies and gentlemen, Julie Anthony.
We stand as one, look into the future. Sharing our hopes, living our dreams. With warm hellos, we greet each other. No matter where you are, no matter where you are, we welcome you from near and far across this land. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, yeah. We stand as one, look into the future. Sharing our hopes, living our dreams. With warm hellos, we greet each other. No matter where you are, no matter where you are, we welcome you from near and far across this land. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We stand as one, look into the future. No matter where you are, no matter where you are, we welcome you from near and far across this land.
Today, we honour this year's Hall of Fame inductees in the true AFL tradition with the handing down of the Guernseys. To honour them, please welcome the Idea of North with their tribute to our heroes. Let's remember Des Fothergill, Jeff Christian, and welcome this year's player, elevated to the status of legend, Kevin Bartlett. Also joining us today, David Dench, Ross Glendinning, Bill Goggin, Gerard Healy, Jeff Southby, Tim Watson, and the retiring greats, Craig Lambert, Richard Champion, Guy McKenna, Chris Lewis, Scott White, Nicky Winmar, Brett Allison, John Longmire, Craig Scholl, Robert Scott, Damien Monkhurst, Scott Russell, Kevin Brown, Kevin Krasiska, Michael Sexton, Barry Stoneham, Paul Salmon,
they can't explain. I know we're different, but deep inside us, we're not that different at all. And you'll be in my heart. Yes, you'll be in my heart. From this day on, now and
Another AFL tradition born in 1977 is the singing of Banjo Patterson's classic Australian tale. Please welcome Bachelor Girl, Tanya Doko and James Roach.
Swag man
Everybody, get out your scarf, hop on your feet, and let's do the Kazali.
We're doing the Kazali, doing the Kazali, rising up, flying high. Now football crowds all yell and cry. Let's do the sheety, come on. Let's do the dipper, let's do the Lloydie, and do the cooler. We're doing the Kazali.
In this arena, 44 years ago, Melbourne staged the games of the 16th Olympiad. In 2 weeks' time, the largest ever Australian team will meet in Sydney. Today, we are privileged to wish them every honour, every success. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and show your support for the members of our Olympic team as Rick Price unites us all under the same sky.
And also, please welcome past Olympic champions Shirley Strickland-Delahunty, Betty Cuthbert, John Landy, Ron Clark, members of our Paralympic team, Don Elgin, Tim Matthews and Priya Cooper. Also bound for Sydney, Patrick Rafter, Steve Monaghetti and Peter Eddebone, and members of the Australian swimming team led by the great Dawn Fraser. Among the team, Susie O'Neill, Ian Thorpe, Kieran Perkins, Grant Hackett, Michael Klim and Hayley Lewis.
Don't know why it seems to be that some people cannot see past the color of one's skin. I have tried to figure out what the difference is about. Tell me, where do I begin? But I keep a hope deep within my heart, and I know that change is not so far. We're children of the world, we all need a place to fly, and all children of the world are under the same sky. And if we understand, we'll get there by and by. We'll find a promised land under the same sky. Don't know why it seems to be we choose to live separately when we could be more as one. We can be more as one. And I know this much is true, I have the same dreams as you, for my daughter and my son. But I keep a hope deep within my heart, and I know that change is not so far. We're children of the world, we all need a place to fly, and all children of the world are under the same sky. And if we understand, we'll get there by and by. We'll find a promised land under the same sky. The many hearts, the many souls, the many voices here below, below, below. The many hearts, the many souls, the many voices here below, below. We're
Australian football is our game. It is the real thing. Ladies and gentlemen, Russell Morris.
I am the real thing. I am the real thing, the real thing, the real thing. I am the real thing, the real thing, real thing. Come and see the real thing, come and see the real thing, come and see. Come and see the real thing, come and see the real thing, come and see. There's a meaning there, but the meaning there doesn't really mean a thing. Come and see the real thing, come and see the real thing, come and see. I am the real thing.
Where you work to earn a living, but on weekends comes the time you can do whatever turns you on. Go out and free your mind. Me, I like football, and there's a lot of things around. But when you line up together, the footy wins hands down.
Out there, daily, in there and fight. Out there and at 'em, show 'em your might.
Show them your
Out there, don't let 'em in.
Don't let 'em in.
Fly like an angel, you're out there
to win.
An absolutely breathtaking opening here at the MCG. Huge noise, but the players, 44 of them, locked in their rooms beneath this cauldron, would have heard absolutely nothing. One change. Beams comes in for Cameron Bruce. The moment of truth is just about upon us.
don't say too much. Just often write him a little card or something and say, you know, believe in yourself and give it your best shot. And you know, as long as you know you've given your heart and your soul to the game, then you know you can never be a failure, even if you win or lose. Justin, I just want to wish you all the best for the game. It's a big game, but I know that you'll give it your best shot, and as long as you give it 110%, I know that you'll never fail. So all the best to Essendon. I never thought I'd ever say go the Bombers. I've always been a true blue, but Carlton supporter. But this week, obviously, my heart lies for Carlton, and I'm just really hoping that you do well personally, and also that the team comes home with the flag. So good luck.
During the time that David had his 3 knee reconstructions, I mean, we never ever thought that he'd ever probably walk properly again, let alone play every game since he's come back, and now like the dream that every footballer dreams of playing in a final. David, I know this has been your boyhood dream, and I hope that it all comes true for you.
So it's not just a player, is it? There's so many other people that care about today. It's such an emotional day. There's David Swartz, her mum Mary before that, and then Eloise Southby, herself an elite sportswoman, who's the partner of Justin Blumfield. Some great shots here coming to you throughout the day. There's Melbourne, one of the great sporting cities of the world, no question about that, on this glorious day for the 2000 Grand Final.
And Bruce, once again, we should spare a thought for Cameron Bruce, who's a late withdrawal from this Melbourne side. What a bitter disappointment that would be.
Ben Beams has come in.
It would be interesting, though. And look, he went out and did the pre-match warm-up, and they went through with the deception of Bruce going to play, and Ben Beams, we think, is going to start on the bench. So you wonder what they gained by playing fun and games prior to the start of the match.
So the Bombers would know that now, Malcolm, would they?
Yes, they know it half an hour before the game, Bruce.
And inside those Bomber rooms, as they're about to come out, the umpires, Brett Allen, Hayden Kennedy, Darren Goldsmith. Brett in his 2nd grand final. He did last year's. Hayden and Darren both in their 4th grand finals.
And all 3 umpires have reached all-Australian status.
So they're out there, the men in white, we call them, don't we? And the Bombers are coming. Dipper is down close by. Hurd was there in 93. He's got 7 mates. In fact, Michael Long would remember 93 pretty well, wouldn't he, as the Norm Smith medalist. And Mark McCurry, who kicked 3 goals in that match in 93. But for 14 of them, it's new territory, new ground. And you wonder about men like Johnny Barnes, who've been there 3 times with the Cats, twice under Malcolm Blight. We go down and join the Big Dipper.
Yeah, good on you, Bruce. And just excitement down here. We're just waiting for the big banner to go up. And, of course, the cheer squad's doing a fantastic job. And James Hurd is just leading his team out to this magnificent arena, which, of course, Jason, you and I and Malcolm have been up here a few times before. But what a great opening that was. But these guys now, what they want to do, Bruce, is play footy. And the first 5 or 10 minutes will show us which way this game is going to go. As the crowd now starts to say to James Hurd, welcome to the MCG. This is the game that we've been waiting for. And you mentioned Michael Long just coming past now. Mark McCurry. We've got Fletcher, who's had a great season. Johnny Barnes, as you mentioned, Bruce, he's had a terrific season this year. Played 3 losing grand finals, but starts with him in the middle. As the boys run through the banner, Brucey, take it away, mate.
Well, as always, there's that mighty roar, isn't there? And Dipper caught up with it, who played in 8 finals himself. You just can't help yourself on this day. Gary Moorcroft out there and Blake Carosella. But it does take 2 to tango. This has been the best team, one of the best teams we've ever seen. There's no question about that. Who knows who's the best? It's subjective. But it does take 2 to tango. And over the last 11 weeks, this team has won 10 games. They have been fantastic, the Demons, haven't they?
They have done wondrous things. It's been an extraordinary turnaround when you look back to last year, where they really did struggle, winning just 6 matches, finishing in 14th place. Neil Danaher came into 2000 with a young, inexperienced side, and suddenly finds himself in with a chance of winning a premiership flag.
Sandy, Neil would still be pinching himself, the whole of the Melbourne Football Club with, after their disappointments of last year. This is a great fight back from season 99.
And this is a great test for all the players. I mean, right now, until the start of the game, this is where they need to control their emotions. They're going to obviously get excited. They're going to soak up the atmosphere, but they can't afford to go over the top.
Great shots here from inside the rooms. We saw Shane Woden, 22, Brownlow medalist on Monday night. No team has ever come from 14th and made it through to a grand final. I know that we've had 12 teams over much of the century, but they've come from further back than any other team to get here. It's whether they can take that giant step today. and get over a colossus called the Essendon Football Club, who have been just so brilliant all year.
I just wonder, Malcolm, is there more pressure on Essendon than there is in Melbourne?
Oh, look, I think you're right with that. Essendon have had 2 great years in a row, and I mean, to miss out this time would be a terrible feeling.
It'd be criminal, Malcolm, wouldn't it?
Would be shocking. On the other hand, I mean, you know, they say you've got to get to one to feel what it tastes like to lose one, and perhaps this group, who knows what the Melbourne players are going through now.
Well, Tony Lockett is down there, the man who kicked more goals than anybody else in the history of the game. David Neitz, captain for the first year, coming out onto the ground. Plugger, what a moment it is for the Demons.
What a fantastic moment it is, Bruce. Yes, Melbourne, as you can see, just coming out behind me now, led by their captain, David Neitz. Melbourne haven't made the grand final since '88, so I'm sure each and every one of these players has set them play a huge part in today's game. And the boys certainly look switched on. They look toey, Bruce.
I bet you they do, Plugger.
Yeah, but look, I can remember as a player, this was an amazing feeling to run out here, to enter the arena and to get in amongst all these people. It's just one of the memories that you'll never ever forget as a player, and I'm sure the Melbourne Footy Club players are going to do their club very proud today.
And the last one through the banner is a little bloke from Tamballup, a wheat farming town in Western Australia. We know him affectionately as the Wizard, and it may just be his day.
Let's go down to Hutto, and he's got Neil Danaher with him, Anthony.
Thanks, Bruce. Well, Neil, the moment's arrived. Yeah, and a big day, yeah. I want to take it all in. You made a tough decision with Cameron, Bruce? Yeah, it was. It's always unfortunate for someone to miss out, but we wanted to go in with a side that was 100%. What were your last instructions to the boys? Win the ball. What are you expecting at the start? Typical grand final, helter-skelter. So it's important that we settle down early and get after the footy. Good luck.
What a family they are, the Danahers, who have been part of these 2 clubs. Neil at Melbourne in his 3rd year, but Terry and Chris and Anthony were along with Neil at this great club, Essendon. So mixed feelings here. It's all set up. It should be a wonderful day. We'll be back with the national anthem after this.